Hello guys, in the previous video we had a discussion over the life cycle, how to create a life cycle, what is life cycle, and how we can define our different stages under the life cycle. So over here in this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create our first project, and we're gonna configure some steps under the project, and then we're gonna run that project using this particular myprod lifecycle that we designed in the previous video. Alright, so let's go to the projects, and we're gonna select our Echo project. So over here we have to click on the process. So basically under the process we're gonna design our project, and we're gonna add some steps that we want to execute as a part of this project. Or you can also go through the description given over here, like the deployment process is like a recipe for deploying your software, where you can define the steps, variables, and the other configuration part that you want to run under a project. So to design a process, you have to click on add a step, where we are going to add our first step that we want to run under this project. So once you click on add step, you're gonna have a lot of step templates available that are pre-built from Octopus Deploy, and you can use it as per your need, like AWS, Docker, Azure, and packaging stuff as well. But we're gonna use a script step template, and then once you click on script template, and then you're gonna have a lot of sub features available under this step template, and we're gonna select run a script over here. And after that you need to fill some details over here. So the first thing is you have to give a name to this step that you want to run under this project. So it's a echo step. All right, and then you need to define your execution location where you want to execute this particular step. So in our case we are moving with the deployment targets in this case, and in the upcoming videos we're going to cover what are workers and how to use workers to run your scripts. So let's leave it as it is as of now. And now under the roles, you have to define the role or the tag with which you want to deploy your this step or run this step. So as we created a web tag, and we binded this tag with our all deployment targets, so we're gonna select this. All right, and here we're gonna define our first command that we want to run under this step, which is echo echo hello world. All right, so after this you have to click on save button over here. All right, so our first step is configured, and now we have some sort of process ready under this echo project. And we had added one step where we are just echoing the hello world. And now it's time to create a release that we want to trigger on our deployment targets or the infrastructure part. So you have to click on create release, and over here you have to set a version for your release, and then you can save it. All right, so before moving ahead, I would like to highlight one point that you need to take care before creating a release, is you have to go to the infrastructure, and you need to select your deployment targets one by one. So as of now I'm just selecting the test target over here, and what you need to do is go to the settings and scroll down. Over here you have to select include in tenanted deployments, and then you have to select your tenant name. So basically you have to bind your tenant with the deployment target. So you have to perform this step for all the three different deployment targets that you had already configured, and then only you need to create a release. Otherwise you're gonna get some errors related to untenanted target deployments. Alright, so just click on the overview button over here, and then you have to select your release version, which is 0.0.3 in our case. And then you're gonna get a deploy button over here under the pre-prod, because our life cycle is basically restricted with the pre-prod and the production. So you have to click on deploy over here. So what we are going to do as of now is we're going to basically trigger this entire project or the release on our pre-prod environment. So if I'll click on deploy, so as you can see, this is in progress, and if you want to check the logs, you have to click on this step, and then you can see the logs over here. As of now, it's simply connecting, and all right, so we have the output hello world, and as you can see, it's coming from our pre-prod environment. And now we can move this release to the production. So if I'll click on deploy to production, it's gonna follow the life cycle, and after pre-prod it's gonna shift to the production now. So over here, before deploying, you can select your tenant, and then you can click on deploy. All right, so basically it's running as of now. Okay, so it's completed, and you can see the results onto the production as well. And if I'll go to back to overview tab over here, like if I'll give a filter on our specific release 0.0.3, and you can see it's marked as green, and onto the echo tenant specifically, this release got successfully deployed. So that's it for this video. And the next video we're gonna add some more steps under the process, and we're gonna have some sort of clarity while using different step templates under the process for this project. Thanks for watching.